How big is God? I know a lot of people don't really like to talk about spirituality or things of that effect, but you have to. This conversation, just for the sake of time, is just for the people that believe. So if you don't, I'm not talking to you. But have you ever asked yourself, how big is God? When you think about the birth process, having a child, becoming a father or a mother, and thinking about yourself being raised as a child. Some of us were born and raised in communities that I'm going to say were super challenging at best, and that's just being kind. And some of us made it through, not in terms of going to buy a big house in the suburbs or, you know, forgetting about people that you love or changing your principles, but just really stop and imagine, how big is God? I want to give a shout out because I love Bishop T.D. Jakes, so if you guys get a chance, swing Isaac. Everybody else, if you get a chance to, Anthony, check out, you know, Bishop T.D. Jakes. And, but my question right now again is, how big is God? You know, the whole concept of being able to be all-knowing and bringing a lot of people, bringing everybody through crisis after crisis after crisis is beyond remarkable. How big is God? To some people, we've had loved ones who were injured, fatal, near death, pronounced dead, allegedly counted out, and God pulled them through. Some of y'all know what that means. But this is a good conversation about, how big is God? The Bible talked about the lady that broke her way through the crowd. She just wanted to get it close enough to dangle, to get a chance to touch the bottom of his cloth, his outfit, just to touch it. What kind of power are we talking about that has the ability to raise the dead, that can spit on the ground and mix it with the mud and make a blind man see, even though the scribes and the Pharisees have a problem with the technique, miss the miracle? Or for the mother who has the ability to lift up a vehicle if it's laying on top of her child. How big is God? This breathing right now. Right now, you know, at this stage, I don't believe I have a breathing apparatus, a thing that is supporting me to assist me. A green tank on the side of my bed. I'll tell you about the beat theory later. But a green tank on the side of me right now that's assisting me in breathing. I'm doing it on my own. How big is God? I'm a thinker, think tank. Yeah, life is going on. People are still going through what they're doing. They got to go to the laundromat. Some people have to catch the bus. Some people got to go to work. Some people got to help their kids. All of that stuff is still going on. And guess who spearheads and is in control of all of it? My grandfather, before he passed away, God bless his soul, he told me, I said something to him and I thought I had him cornered. I said, Granddaddy, God is the greatest thing I know. I started smiling, excuse me, started cheesing, thinking I got him. I ain't got him. And he came back with, looped around and hit me with a right hand over the top and said, God is the greatest thing you'll ever know. So as I travel the country, from location to location, whether it's down in Georgia, Florida, California, Texas, any other place that I dibble and dabble. I'm going to say that. God is big. If you ever got caught in a bar environment where they didn't like certain people, it was late at night, you thought you could just go in and grab you a drink, and ran into some confrontation head on, and maybe you escaped it. How big is God? Well, if you was in a situation where you heard a noise, and maybe it's a prowler or somebody trying to be invasive and trying to impose their will on you and your family, and you get yourself loaded and you're ready to go, and you praying the whole time that you don't have to necessarily destroy somebody, but really hoping that it's not an intruder. You get downstairs and maybe it was a cat or the sound of something else, and you can exhale because you haven't been violated. How big is God? Driving in transportation, stall on the streets or something like that on the road, the back alley, and nobody is there to help you, no support. Your phone might not be able to get reception, or your battery might be dead, and all of a sudden God sends an angel or somebody in a vehicle, and they help you out of nowhere, and they save you. And the next day, a couple of days after that, you can't remember who it was, you don't know who it was, none of that type of stuff. Angel, how big is God? I kind of just want to ponder that a little bit for myself, and maybe put that on somebody else's mind. Maybe one or two people will start thinking about it. But how big is God? So I'm happy and I'm thankful. I really thank God today and all days. God bless you guys, and I love all of y'all.